And I didn't even have a 700 score. And now if I borrowed even with that score, it probably would be 8. Let me show you the difference, just the mortgage part. I mean, we borrowed 400,000, or she did. That's the mortgage payment on it, 1658. At 8, that would be 2935. That's why a lot of people end up defaulting on their mortgages when the rates go up, if it's adjustable, because payments go up. Now, those are for mortgages. Alrighty. For the bonds, remember, bonds pay coupon every 6 months. Okay. So when this bond was originally issued, or it matures on November 2051, it doesn't matter when it was issued. That means this bond is going to make payments on November's and May's. Okay. So your first payment is going to be in May. And calculating the payment on that is simple. Multiply the face value by the coupon rate, divide by 2. So let's put it here. All right. So this is for bonds, face, coupon rates, and coupon amounts. You know what I mean. I'm not going to worry about that. 250, let's say. Take the face value, multiply it with coupon rates, divided by 2. What was the value of the first coupon face value? 100 million. So this bond is going to pay you 1.25 million in May. It's going to pay another 125 million in November until November 2051, where it's going to pay you that coupon plus the face value. Okay, so those are your cash flows from the bond. So you can figure out the cash flow from all of them. That's part A, basically asks you to do. Part B, using the par yield curve, calculate their present value. So let's say 287 months from now, according to this cash flow, this mortgage is going to pay you, what was the 80 million? Okay. 287 months from now, this mortgage is going to pay you 331,700, right? And suppose month 287, and suppose the rate for that is 4.56. All right. These are effective annual rates. So what I need to do is, how many years is that? So present value, take the payment, divide that by 1 plus the discount rate that is appropriate for that maturity, okay? And raise that to the power number of years. But if you had a table like this, and you will, 287 Or let me do it this way. Month, cash, yield, and I'm going to calculate the PV here. Doesn't matter. What was it? Cash divided by 1 plus the rate raised to the power month over 12. Of course, this needs to be percent. If you discount everything at 456% for 23 years, you're not going to have much left. If you had a table like this, well, for the next month, for now, I'm just going to make this equal. All you have to do is write one formula, copy them down. You're going to repeat the same thing for bonds, except for bonds, you're going to have 0 payments for 5 months, then the coupon. 0 payments for 5 months, then the coupon. At the very end, you're going to have the face value paid to you as well. Once you have your cash flow table monthly, all you have to do is essentially repeat this analysis and calculate the present values. Then on number C, calculate the Macaulay duration and financial duration. A, you already have the VBA functions for that. But if you don't, think about what those are. Macaulay duration. Come on. Suppose you have n payments, okay? Length of the payments, present value of the payments, and TIR, time to that cash flow in years. It's basically calculating the weighted average maturity of that cash flow. And it uses the present values of them as weights. You already calculated present values. And in Excel, this would be basically sum product, years, PVs, sum PVs. Where years refers to the range that contains the how many years you have until maturity, which you can calculate as another column. You already have the PVs. So if I did it just for these two, suppose I have these, okay? Let me calculate the years from here. I'm going to do sum products of years with the PVs divided by sum of the PVs. So it is not terribly surprising. This has a Macaulay duration of 23.96. You know, they're almost the same, so it's the average. But you're gonna do this for 360 months. But doing it for 2 months versus doing it for 360 months is not any different. You just change the range of the formula. On numbers D, oh, okay. Financial duration is simple. Let me see. Let's convert this into months. So 287.5 months, that's the Macaulay. Remember, for the financial duration, you do the following. One plus yield over 12. But in this case, I ask you to get the yield from month that is closest to Macaulay duration. So if Macaulay duration of your cash flows is 145 months, 145.20, what is the closest 145? You're gonna go get that one. You could either do that manually, which is not too much of an issue, or you could actually be a little bit smart about it. You can do VLOOKUP. For example,